Oh, what up, world? It's your man, Rick Hussel here. And when I'm not saving the world or kicking flavor on the radio or shutting down a concert or a show or something, I'm usually sitting back chopping it up with some of my illest homies and homegirls. And, you know, they come from like all over the world. Some from the animal kingdom. Like, no, for real. It's a moment in time where we just sit back, relax, and kick a little flavor, and they get a chance to holler at Hussel. And if you want to, all you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. And welcome to the tribe. This here is HallaAtHussel. Let's go. Let's get it, man. You know what I'm saying? Round of applause for you at the crib and getting how you live right now. You already know the vibes, man. Let me go ahead and make sure we prop this up so I can get right off in your mental real quick. You know what I'm saying? We back at it like we never left. Live and direct from the set, man. Big station business is definitely going on a Sunday to be exact. You know what I'm saying? Glory, glory, hallelujah, and more faith and blessings to you, man. It's your player partner, Rick Hussel, the neighborhood hero, man. And this is my favorite segment, HallaAtHussel. And I get a chance to talk to my family. Long time is in the building for real, man. I'm talking about Miss Tara McDaniel, the owner
of Parfum Du Ceil.
Come on, cause look. You know I ain't want to mess up nobody's name now. Say it one more time for the people, man. Parfum
Du Ceil.
Du Ceil. Mm-hmm. And what exactly does that name really mean?
That means perfumes of heaven in French.
Hallelujah. Not only is she a business owner, but she is also an evangelist for real. So we gonna really get to some real dead business today, man. It's Sunday, so I thought it would only be right if we talked about a little faith, a little love, a little business. And, of course, what's going on around the world right now. But first off, man, how you been, family? It's been a long time.
It has been a long time. First of all, thank you so much for bringing me on. I've been great. I've been busy, which is a blessing.
Definitely.
And building.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Building.
Steady climbing, man. Steady climbing. Steady moving.
Business, ministry.
I see what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? We in the blessing business right now. So tell us just what year did we decide this was finna be something for us?
Yeah, so 2024, this concept came from faith and frustration. I ordered a whole bunch of products, fragrance products that I never received from a brand, and I'm like, whatever, I'll just make my own. And I kind of was playing, but not really. So I started testing stuff. It was fragrance-based body butter.
Yeah.
Then in December of 2024, I had a dream. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I had a dream about me going into the fragrance industry. My background is in tech, so for me, I'm like, what? Had another dream. So I prayed about it, and I'm like, Lord, are you trying to tell me something? And I'm telling you, he gave me explicit confirmation and spent about 1 year and 4 months traveling country to country, learning how to develop, learning how to understand this business. And then, boom, March 7th, we opened right there in Deep Ellum.
No, for real. And the funny thing about Deep Ellum is that a lot of people don't really know is that Deep Ellum really is like the Black Wall Street for us. You know what I'm saying? Right here in the South, like the first one, you know what I'm saying? They always talk about Tulsa, you know, up there in Oklahoma and everything like that. But down here in Texas, man, Deep Ellum was the first original melting pot for a lot of minority and black faces. So you going down there and starting to, you know what I'm saying, plant your flag and, you know what I'm saying, literally thrive and grow. Like I seen tons of people already on social media, you know what I'm saying, tagging and showing love in their stories. They pulling up to your classes. You got classes going on right now? What's the deal? Like they making their own perfume?
Yes. So Parfum Du Ceil, we are a perfumery. So we are a fine fragrance house where we have perfumes for sale from men and women that we make for our brand. But then, like you said, we have those classes where people get to come in and they get to smell like individual notes. They get a kit, they get beakers, syringes, wine, and all that. They love it. And what you're making when you go to the class is something very exclusive. It's not like a typical DIY thing. It's really,
a one-on-one for real.
It's elevated. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it oil-based, alcohol-based?
Yep.
Does it matter?
So, well, that's a good question. And a lot of our customers come in and ask the same thing. All perfumes have some kind of oil and perfume alcohol in it. So the concentration determines like the projection, how long it's going to last. What's unique about us is we do only extract, which means it's highly oil concentrated. The ratio is more oil than it is alcohol.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay then. Well, look, you see how I'm already getting in depth with my family, you know what I'm saying? It's my kinfolk from way back. I know Uncle Carl and Sharon finna be so happy about this one right now, man.
They excited.
Shout out to Uncle Carl and Sharon, man. Love y'all for real. Y'all just don't know, boy. I'm telling you, man. The stories I can tell right now, man, for real. It's been love. Y'all keep it locked, though. Finna pay some bills, catch some thrills. Hussel, Tara, we in the house today. HallaAtHussel, stick and stay. It's the neighborhood hero, Rick Hussel, man. HallaAtHussel is just... Man, I don't really know what to say about this segment, bro, especially when you got family in the building. Like Tara, I really just want to sit back and just catch up for a little while, but we're going to really just talk some business real quick before we get to all that. So now, Tara, we back talking about Parfum Du Ceil. I said it right this time, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, this is Sense from Heaven. So heavenly that, you know, we were just sitting back listening. I said listening. You gave me some samples earlier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
I'm a little tongue-tied right now.
No, it's all good.
Man, because I'm like, yo, it was just too fire. You know what I'm saying? From the ladies brand to all three of the men fragrances you gave me. I was like, bro, it's hard to choose. So I see you got 3-4 packages over here right now. You want to break them down and let everybody know what you got? You know what I'm saying? Just each and every one?
Yeah. So what I brought today is a couple from my collection. We have about 20 fragrances in our collection. Maybe 12 or 13 of those are for men or masculine leaning, and then the rest are feminine leaning. So what I brought you was our top men seller. Literally, this is the one where Warren G and his crew came in and they cut up magnetism. That's the one you picked. That's the one you picked, fam.
I'm telling you.
That's the one he picked, his staff picked. And then all the guys come in. He said, "Yeah, you popping this collar. It smells so good. It's it's very good for this season of weather. There's some like mango and spices in there. Some
I like it.
Yeah, some oud wood. And then I brought you a couple of others. I'll say the wifey type, the one that I bought for women, is our top women's fragrance. And when I tell you, when couples come in the store and they're looking for a fragrance for new fragrance, the men always gravitate to wifey type. It is just sexy, it's classy, it's sophisticated, and it's just a staple. And we are literally selling out of it.
The wifey type. Now, what's the inspiration behind each and every fragrance, man? We just sitting back. You said you just had a whole bunch of fragrances, the oils getting sent to the house and everything. And one day we just got to cooking, and this is just what's happening. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. So as I was mentioned that like the Lord really guided the journey. I was working in tech behind my computer, making a good 6 figures working remotely. I wasn't planning to pivot into this industry. And to be honest, it was actually hard to break in the industry in America. Like, you had to have a mid 6 figures, and I'm just keep it a buck. I ain't had that. Like, I did not have that stacked up.
Respect.
I didn't even have the high five. And so I'm like, how could I do that? So I kind of just let it go and kept, just doing some research and consulting with different fragrance houses. And literally the Lord, through my faith, and the Lord literally dropped a word in my spirit and was like, hey, you need to go to this country. Mind you, I'd never been to the countries I traveled to last year. I'd never been to. The Lord literally was like, I'm going to open a door and bring forth like what you need. So I literally got a ticket the following week. I spoke to my friend and she, helped me out with the household stuff and went there. And when I tell you, God connected every single dot. He literally opened me up to connect with chemists, to connect with perfumers, to connect with all these brands to learn. And so that's really how I got into it. And I'll say this too. I thought I was just going to do e-com. I thought it was just going to be the website, but through divine inspiration and instruction, some people, to each his own, don't believe God speaks, but he does. When you have a relationship with him, he does speak.
Yeah, he does.
And
yes,
he was
does.
like, you need to go towards downtown because we're going to open a store together. And I'm like, wait, what? And when I say God literally started providing every step of the way, and I want to impart that too to every person who's operating in faith, and maybe God is giving you something to do that's bigger than you, and you don't see that you have the actual capacity. You're not supposed to. He does. And so,
for real.
And it wasn't all like I just had all this big savings. I always keep it a buck because people come in the store and they see the store and how luxury it is. They automatically think millions. They think money, right?
Yeah.
I am telling you, God began week by week. God began to provide because where He guides, He provides. And so, and that's, like I said, how Parfum Du Ceil was birthed.
That's so real, man. You talking about, like, catching a break even in the time where you in, like, your breaking moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sitting there looking and trying to figure out just where everything going in the direction that it's supposed to, or even if you thought where it was supposed to go, and you just end up catching them signs. I be trying to tell the homies all the time, like, bro, life is a road, for real.
Yeah.
And I ride that road every day. You got to stay in that lane. You feel me? Hopping over here, diving over here, you end up crashing into somebody. You end up crashing into something else. You ain't paying attention to them signs, bro. You bound to catch something in that right section. Or it's going to be the law sitting right in that corner. And we all catch a ticket every now and then. It is what it is. But it's like, do we got the money to take care of that ticket along with what we got going on right now?
Yeah.
I think not.
Right.
So with me and how, you know what I'm saying, we both been, you know what I'm saying, raised up, brought up, it's like, bro, to sit up here and try and deviate off the track, bro, it's like, I can understand it happening, but to let yourself stay there and to not pay attention to them signs, you really be getting in the way of your own purpose. You know what I'm saying?
And your own blessing.
And your own blessings.
And we got to learn, too, sometimes we are on the right path and we'll still come to a detour.
Yeah.
You know how you'll be driving and you are on the right path. You are in your lane, but then you have an unexpected detour. That's how God moves sometimes. And sometimes it's difficult for us to make that detour because we're so committed to that path that we don't know how to follow the guidance. So for me...
Yeah, I was just about to ask you why.
It was a detour for me.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I didn't want to go back into entrepreneurship. I had a bad business experience years ago, and I'm good. Like, I'm cooling. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing ministry stuff. I got my little check, my weekly check, and I'm still an advocate for corporate America. A lot of entrepreneurs won't say that, but I'm not the mentor or the person who suggests, oh, everybody needs to go quit their job. I don't, that's not what I'm saying here. But what I'm saying is when God began to nudge me about this, I didn't have the experience. This was not a dream of mine. This was literally a dream God gave me, and really it was an impartation. So this was a detour, right? And even then, I'm going to just tell you this real quick too. I didn't quit my job. Like, I was still working remotely and still, as I was traveling and still handling my business. But right before, so this was like a year and some change. Right before I opened, well, some months before we opened in March of this year, I was laid off in September of last year. This is after signing the lease. And I'm like, oh God. And, but anyway, God has been so good. Since we have been open.
Absolutely.
God has really highlighted us. And I think also, you know, faith without works is dead. We have to do the work. I've done a lot of hard work, the due diligence, sleepless nights, development, sacrificing, financially sacrificing, you know, and putting that work in and putting out something that's quality. I love to see people's reaction in that store, and they're like, oh, wait, this is really official. We have people like knocking a door down. Once they learn what we really got over there at Parfum Du Ceil, it's really good. So we do have to do our due diligence, even though God guides us by way of his spirit. No,
thanks. How do you feel about people who then, like, knowing the work ethic that you have and knowing just, you know what I'm saying, just how heavyweighted your faith is, you know what I'm saying, it's like the anchor of your whole entire being.
Yeah.
Somebody walk up on you and say they tired some days knowing that you done already. What you got to say to that, man?
Well, for one thing, we all get tired. So I think that it's what we do with the tiredness. So for me, as you said, like, yes, God gives us vision. He gives us opportunity, but he expects us to steward that. And it does at time requires a stretch. And I was just talking about this with my team. When we first opened, like I literally just planned for the store and e-com. We started getting calls about doing mobile activations. We had to build a perfume cart, and create a mobile activation within less than a week. Now we got tour dates. Now, like every week there's something. Now. But if God is guiding you into a path of greater, if you want that, you also have to be prepared to do the work, to sacrifice, build something that's viable. And for me, like a long time ago, I used to have this perspective that my business was my baby. But I learned that, no, I'm building a machine, because you have to coddle and nurture a baby. So what I'm doing now, it's like you putting in that grind, you're sacrificing. You can't be complaining. You can't be, you know what I'm saying, looking back. But once you build a machine and you use systems, strategy, and infrastructure, you can build something to where you eventually can get your time back in a couple years.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of where I'm going with it.
Absolutely. So it sounds like here in a couple years, we both finna be chilling here pretty soon. You know what I'm saying?
Chilling like a villain.
We've been hustling, you understand?
What? 17-hour day? I tell people even from my family, I called, I'm like, listen, I'm not being Hollywood. I don't have not a Hollywood in me. I'm just telling you, I don't have time. Like 17-hour days for months.
It's real.
Sometimes, and I know, and I can feel how people might feel like offended or whatever. And I just have to let people, I have to pause and say, listen, y'all, if y'all only knew, I'm running on a few hours of sleep every night. And that's not a complaint. I don't say that to throw it in anybody's face. It's just the truth. It's the truth. So, and I said, if y'all want to talk to me, you know where I'm at. Come to that store.
Square business.
I'm at the store. If I'm not at an event, I'm at the store.
At the store. You know what I'm saying? We ain't sleep where we at the store. You understand? That's really the same thing with me.
Yeah.
If I ain't at work, I'm usually up here. If I ain't up here, I'm at the gym. I'm probably shutting down somebody's show, doing something. You know what I'm saying? Either way,
grinding.
They gonna thank you. I'm grinding. It's them 10,000 hours that they constantly see your brother put in, but some folk don't understand that. Some folk would look at it and say, oh, he just outside. He just, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, don't get it twisted. Like, it look good. If y'all only understood the work that come behind this, my cameraman can tell, the camera crew can tell you that right now. You dig what I'm saying? Tara can tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? And Lord forbid, some of y'all got kids. To look at somebody and be like, come on, you know what I'm saying? And to look at somebody and say, you tired, bro. I'm sorry, man. For me, I'm like the wrong dude to say that to.
So you're talking about when people have use it as an excuse.
That's where I'm going with it. To not progress
in life.
Yeah, that's where I'm going with it. You see what I'm saying? Because there's so many folk. I ain't gonna say po folk, but there's so many folk that want to use the wrong definition of the word motion and get it misconstrued with progression. You dig what I'm saying? I was told progression was, you know what I'm saying, Newton's first law in reverse. You know what I'm saying? An object in motion is going to remain in motion. No, that's progression. The object is in progression. It's not in it was already in motion. It's progression to come into this atmosphere, this stratus, you know what I'm saying? This orbit, you feel me? So if, for whatever reason, we stayed grinding, and there's somebody that comes up to you, even if they ask you, like, man, why you ain't been this, why you ain't been that, be it whoever, you dude, family, the daughter, whoever, and you looking and you saying, like, are they not getting it? That'd be my question sometimes. Like, what is it that you're not seeing me do that you're not getting? The fact that I really am wanting to make this time, I just simply can't right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just all about communication and showing up in the important moments. Like, for instance, like, when I tell you we are booked, we're doing something with AT&T. We got a red carpet event for The Devil Wears Prada. We're going to be there next week for the movie premiere.
Oh, wow.
We got tour with Dallas Girlies and Audi and all of that stuff, going city to city, while also me staffing the store, making sure everything is settled at the store. But my 17-year-old daughter's graduation, so I booked and we were booked for an event for a play that's coming up on May 23rd, and we didn't know my daughter's graduation date just yet. Well, we got the day afterwards, the same day. Well, thankfully, you know, we weren't double booked, but we making it happen, and regardless, that was going to be priority.
No, for real.
There are some things we do have to just prioritize. You know, those moments that we just.
Congrats, little one. Bro, that's wild, man.
Graduation, bro. Come on now. She graduated early too.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. 17, man. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm in my head. Doing the math. Damn, boy, time has flown by, dog.
Time has flown.
Time has flown by, man.
Yes. So how do you handle, because it's like you're doing this, but you're entrepreneurial, right? That's your spirit, your mindset. You do so many things along with what you do, and it all just weaves together. How do you handle the tiredness that you do feel, the exhaustion that you do feel, that you're not, that you're not parading?
I think like the fatigue ends up being the motivation for me. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know my pops. You feel what I'm saying?
Shout out Pops.
Shout out Papa Hussel, man. And Mama Pam. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
like, if anybody knows my parents, bruh, I come from a family that, you know what I'm saying, just like your mom and dad. Real natural born leaders. Yes. Real hustlers. You dig what I'm saying? Your pops got the hands of a real working man, bro. You understand? And when you shake them hands, bro, you understand. You understand this man been at it all day. Yeah. My pops too. Heavy-handed as they both is, you understand just how much power and how much faith and how much love they done been put into them hands.
Yes.
To make sure it was food on the table.
Yes.
To make sure it was a stitch on the back. To make sure we was able to get to school on time.
Yeah.
If a brother needed something when I was at school in college, you feel me? If I had gotten in trouble, whatever it may have been, I look at that and I say, you know what, bro? There's a lot, you know what I'm saying, I could sit up here and complain about, fam. But then comes that moment where you have to count. It comes like counting your blessings. The fatigue ends up turning into a blessing for me, because if I'm tired doing this and not tired breaking my back doing something I hate to do, then say, cuz I'm cool, for real. You know what I'm saying? It's never going to be an issue for me. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to complain about it because what y'all seeing right now is a perfect example of a real man. You know what I'm saying? Not a real nigga, a real man. You dig what I'm saying? Like, we got to get the definition of that overstood and understood.
Please,
you feel what I'm saying? It's real. We pushing the real P right now. You know what I'm saying? Which is the positivity. No playism going on for real, because if it was, the game would have been tore up by now. Because they started trying to sell the game and tell the game. I'm just going to give it to you and hope that you make the plays, bro. You feel me? We don't get these rings. We don't end up in this building because we just looked the part. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was really on that truck. I was really on the road. I was really delivering groceries. I was really a janitor. I was really a construction worker. I was really a warehouse nigga, you know what I'm saying, before all this came to pass. And when I got done with work, I go to the crib, probably go do my other job, go, you know what I'm saying, selling sneakers or what have you. Then after that, I'm going to go rock the show till about whatever time they need me there, till about 2 or 3 in the morning. Go to sleep, get you a couple hours. Your mama looking at you like, damn, boy, you ever gonna... I sleep when I'm dead. That's word to Coach Mickey. My coach is a national champion with the 2019 LSU Tigers. Got me 3 of these. So what would I look like given that type of... You know what I'm saying? False measure, false examples to a group of young niggas around here that really need that right now.
Yeah.
We got a world that's getting feminized, be it black, brown, white, don't matter. We gonna talk about it. I don't care. I ain't with it. I ain't with it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Man gonna walk like one around me. Woman gonna talk like one around me and respect me for that. You understand what I'm saying? I can't go for it. So it's like trying to find where I need the energy at, you just saw it just then. Because I'm thinking about what it could be. You know what I'm saying? One of my mama's favorite songs by the Hawkins family. Be grateful. Because there's someone out there far worse than you. I tell the people that all the time, and they know this. They in the comments, and they going to agree with what I'm saying right now. It's so much that could be going on. And then just think about us as a whole. Like how we finna talk about what's going on around in America right now. We got a president getting spun on 2-3 times every 6 months.
Crazy.
Gas going up like summa cum laude GBAs. Chicken, eggs, milk, all that simple stuff we eating and drinking going up like for what? You know what I'm saying? You tariffing hair grease. You know what I'm saying? What we doing, bro?
Plummeting the economy.
You feel me? And then you
calling it God.
Man.
And it's not.
Wake up in the morning, it might be under fire. There's so much more we could be worried about right now as opposed to what a nigga really like, you know what I'm saying? So when somebody asks me like, where do you find the energy, where you find it at? Y'all just got it right there.
Yeah.
You count them blessings and you say, bro, I got to go harder.
Yeah. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Some people might, you know, when I'm talking about the things that I'm doing now currently with this new venture with Parfum Du Ceil, I'm saying, hey, yeah, I'm busy. I'm working 17 hours. But even prior to this, I've always been a person of purpose. And you can even ask my parents, they're like, oh, my God, you know, your time is quite limited. Something that keeps me grounded and keeps me energized outside of actually getting rest, because you do need to sleep. Your body, you otherwise you'll be dysregulated and delusional.
Yep.
But what keeps me grounded and keeps me grinding is my conviction to whatever it is God has given me.
Facts.
So I feel like we have to have a conviction about even the blessing, conviction about the open door, a conviction about the opportunity. So knowing that, man, this is something of investment. This is a seed that God planted that he expects me to steward. And so for me, and then another thing too is even with business, there's always for me an underlying part of impact for it. So I'm not just building something to say I have a business. Number one, like I said, I didn't choose it. God chose it for me. But also I know that when God raises up leaders in whatever sphere, right? Whether that's in media, entertainment, whether that's in sports, in perfumery, tech, whether that's in the cleaning business, whatever it is, when you are a child of God and when he opens the door for favor, there has to be an assignment attached to the favor. So like I talk about Esther, the queen, who we talk about, oh, she was favored and God opened the door. She comes from being an orphan woman. Now she's a queen. That's her testimony. Yep. But that's not the end of why God brought her there. She had to end up making a sacrifice, using her influence to save a nation. So the conviction for me is, what if the business I'm building is going to save multiple people when there is a overwhelming financial crisis? What if in the next 5 years, it's my business, my capacity, my financial portfolio in which I'm building now. Somebody, yeah, it ain't no portfolio right now, and I'm keeping a buck. Listen, we building ain't no portfolio, okay? Glory to God, it's coming.
Come on now, it's on the way.
It's on the way, but in the next 5-10 years, this business might just be that tool. So anytime God gives you an assignment or he installs this anointing or this favor, it comes with responsibility to go beyond you. It can't just stop at you. It's a lot of people that do a lot of successful things, and it's about them.
Yeah.
But when God is giving you favor, the difference between doing something that works and is successful because of systems, that's fine. You can be rich without God. You can do anything without him. But when he anoints you for it, there has to be a purpose with it. It has to go beyond you.
Yep.
So that's the conviction I live with too. That's why I keep going.
I love that.
Yeah.
It sound like, you know what I'm saying, once again, you just in the way if you really haven't found your purpose. And if the purpose isn't for the people, then, I mean, just keeping a brick. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, the revolution needs to be televised, broadcasted, acknowledged, put into physical characteristics. Like, it needs to be in the fullness. Because we got to work, like I said, we got a world right now that's just turned upside down, flipped around, and is accepting everything. Yeah. And I'm just on the side where I just can't accept all of it.
Absolutely.
As well as I'm not going to. Yeah. As well as you're not going to make me. You know what I'm saying?
Your talk today.
Nah, for real. You know what I'm saying? on a Sunday, we going to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We going to pass that plate around for real though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I said, it's good to have real family talk, bro.
Yeah.
I don't get a chance to see everybody like I want to, bro.
Right.
And when I do get somebody who knows me from the soil, that can actually vouch for how hard this is to do, and now you seeing what's going on, we can go back and tell the folk like, hey, bro, he really is doing what he said he was doing, bro.
Absolutely.
That's why they call me the neighborhood hero. It ain't nothing else involved with it, bro. They may think what they think because you know what I'm saying, but I be having to chin check folk all the time about that. It's like, bro, I'm good in everybody's hood because I'm just a fly on the wall waiting for this to hit the ground. I'm watching everybody moves just to make sure, you know what I'm saying, if something falsy over here, I can at least either try and clear the situation.
Yeah, help guide somebody.
You know what I'm saying, guide somebody. Or if it is a problem and we do have to take care of business, we want to have to take care of business. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever want to be that, you know what I'm saying? Because we already know who could be affected by that and who will come to the rescue if that whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like to have these talks and to have people understand like it's more than just one side of this business.
Yeah.
For a lot of us. They see what they see from the store. They see what they see from us online. They see the reviews from you. They see the constant shout outs and reposts and everything. That's cool. I want them to know exactly what it took for us to get here.
Man.
So that way y'all can
of strength,
come on.
Energy, time, sacrifice, finance, fighting your own feelings. That's another thing that the true cost.
How hard is that?
What? Sometimes it is a challenge, but this is my motto. No, and this is by someone unknown. I've had this on my computer for years. Know your limitations and defy them. There are some areas, even emotionally, we have limits. Even mentally, we have limits. But then defy them, though. Yeah. Don't let it stop there. It's okay to feel those emotions. That's what I lean into that, and I love how God welcomes us to. God doesn't expect us to be robotic, and nor does he expect us to always be like, oh, I had the biggest faith, because I knew God called me to this work, but there are times where I questioned it, but that I knew my questioning, that wasn't going to be my resolve. I just had to go ahead and navigate through that. So it's not about about how you start. It's about how you continue. It's not about what you feel. You can feel those feelings. Like, so all the emotions, the day we opened, we had a great grand opening, right? The next 2 days, we didn't have no I'm sitting at that store like, wait a minute now, we got to pay the bills on this, that, the third. And I got disappointed.
Anxiety just out of nowhere.
What? And I started all these thoughts. And then you also have a outside influence, the enemy as well. Yeah. So he's speaking like, oh man, you ain't got no savings, you ain't got no, and then before you don't even have a job anymore, and blah, blah, blah. And I had to shut those down. I also thank God for community as well, but I had to shut those down and take those thoughts captive and keep it pushing and start speaking over my business. And can I say this other thing too?
Come on.
I know we're talking about several different topics, but since we're on the topic of just regulating, there is so much that we can do that God expects us to do with what we have. But then there's some things that we can't do that we have to really follow the principles of Scripture. So the Lord literally nudged me and was like, you need to pay tithing off your business. Now, I am a chronic tither. I tithe everywhere. I sow. Like, I'll sow until it hurts. I'm going to give until it hurts, sometimes sacrificially, because sowing, you can't reap unless you sow. And I'm talking about money. A lot of people, that hurts a lot of people to say money in ministry, but not sure why, because everybody expect God to bless them with it. So why can't we give it back to him through sowing into other people?
Right on.
So anyway, he instructed me to sow, to pay tithes, 10% of gross sales. Mind you, I'm paying tax on that money. Every entrepreneur knows from an accounting standpoint, that's not normal. But it doesn't matter. This is God's thing. The day I literally followed the instruction, and it wasn't just a one-time thing, it's honoring him, right? Man, the next day, we got flooded with business. Within 24 hours, everything just started popping off. So all the stuff that a lot of people see on social media and the people who've come in there, the celebrities and the influencers, and even all of our beautiful, amazing customers who are the most valued people in our business, after that obedience of doing exactly what God said, even though it's unconventional, it has brought so much reward to the point where we're at a point now where sometimes we have to turn opportunity away. We're growing so rapidly because of that obedience to God. Honor the Lord. The Bible says honor him with the first fruits of your increase.
Thanks.
Right. And so that's another component. Like, we can do a lot. Sometimes and I want to impart to the people who do feel like, well, I am working, I am doing this thing and things aren't working. I want you to ask yourself, are you paying your tithes? Are you honoring God financially? Because if you do that, I'm telling you, God will he will burst the pipe and nobody will be able to turn it off.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he will.
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of faith. We got a lot of faith talk, a lot of family business going on up in here today, man. Tara, Hussel, we're going to holler at y'all in a minute, man. Let me pay some bills. We'll get back in it. You hear me? Keep it on. How does it feel being a business owner in Deep Ellum?
It feels surreal, honestly. You mentioned something about Deep Ellum being the first, really like the initial Black Wall Street of Texas. I wasn't aware of that until the owners of Deep Ellum, who are Black, they put me on and talked about how monumental it was. There's a couple other Black-owned businesses in Deep Ellum, but for me, it feels surreal. I'm grateful. I'm humbled. I'm thankful. Like, it's a great feeling. Great location. A lot of foot traffic.
And definitely a great location. Right next to the Peach Cobbler factory, boy. Say.
We the safe side of Deep Ellum.
Yeah. Because, it is Gotham City over there. You dig what I'm saying? Now, as crazy as the world is, crazy as Dallas is being right now, we've seen a lot of, little current events that have had, let's just call it what it is, man. It's been a battle of the sexes, like the last 5 years, 10 years now, we want to say, online, in the streets, in the clubs, apparently. Now, it's hitting the basketball courts. It's in the fields. What the hell is going on? Klay Thompson, Meg Thee Stallion. Let's talk about it. What's your pivot on this one? You know
what? So I only know surface. So I'm gonna speak based on what I saw.
Right on.
All I saw was the post about that Megan posted, and I was sad for her. I'm often, and the reason, hear me, I know everybody's gonna have their opinion, but I'm also an influencer. I'm a faith influencer. I have about 176,000 followers on one of my platforms.
Absolutely.
So I've coached and mentored a lot of men and women for like the last 17, 18 years. And the majority of my coaching calls, my ministry coaching calls, and when I say I can't even I've lost count, were women who were broken by men. Now, I want to also say that I don't believe all men are bad. I don't have this, women don't need men, because we do. Like, we do. I'm an independent baby. Yes, I do. God made men first. And the world would not be well unless men are in position and they are where God positioned them. They are the head. So I believe that. I'm not scarred or traumatized. I've had my experiences, but when we hear recurringly over and over, and I counsel these women, I've had deliverance experiences with these women. I've prayed these women through suicidal ideations. I've seen these women go to mental health hospitals. A lot of women of prestige who I've counseled before, some of you guys may know, and I will never share that. But and I hear me, I'm no therapist, I'm not licensed, but through my faith, people, I've been afforded the opportunity. So it really hurt me, because it's like, this is the norm. Like, it's just almost something. Sometimes it can be very, very discouraging. And I know a lot of women of integrity, character, faith. We just had prayer at the shop this morning.
Yeah.
We just came to. I'm talking about beautiful women
Yeah,
of faith.
you was telling me that just before we started. Yeah.
And we like, I know so many women who are so, including myself, who are great women, who are integrity driven women. We not just, you know what I'm saying? But we all were deeply saddened by that because it's almost seemed like it's just a common thing.
It's beginning to be so normal now that everybody just like, oh, today Tuesday.
Yeah.
Let's go and get to work.
Normal. And it's sad because God created us to love each other.
Yeah.
He is the one. This is what I always say about, this is why I'm still an advocate for marriage and for men and for women at large, like the family dynamic, even though I've been divorced, right, unexpectedly. I'm still an advocate because God is the one that put that together. Adam never asked for a wife. He didn't even know he needed a wife.
No, for real.
He had God.
No, for real.
And like you would think, because there's a lot of people out there that put out this whole idea where it's like, well, if you got God, you have enough. Well, that's not what God said.
That ain't what he said.
God, he had God himself.
He had his design
to visit
to
with God
connect
himself.
and multiply together.
But God literally was the one that established union and love and brought forth a woman, because without that woman, there was a missing piece to Adam. Adam didn't say that. I said God, his maker, said it. And also, the woman came from the man.
Absolutely.
From his side. So,
Adam was lost.
So I feel like it's so satanic, this division, this dissension, this idea of separation and hyper independence that came from hell.
I'm glad you finally said it. I'm glad somebody said it, bro. Because there ain't nothing but just like, I'm just going to keep it a break, man. Ain't been nothing but a bunch of BS. It's really like, and when I say BS, it's like blinded speaking. That's what I mean by it. You dig what I'm saying? BS stands for blinded speaking. You dig what I'm saying? Like, they not really talking with no full clarity. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To the person who might, you would say, be a little bit toxic. They talking code, and you have to be a Da Vinci. You know what I'm saying? To actually like break down that decoded language. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't have to take all that.
Yeah.
It shouldn't. But you got folk who want to play that game. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. Like I said, you speaking on service, so am I. Because I don't know a damn bit of what really happened between them two.
Yeah.
But I can only go off of what I seen physically from the two of them. Mm-hmm. If you're stressed out and you're upset, you then see it on the court from this man. Mm. If she's stressed out and she's upset, you then hear it in her music, and you see it physically in her facial features and in her weight. Because for the last couple of years, she been going up and down, fluctuating, thin, thick, this, that, Cheeto puff, crunchy, I don't know. All I know is if it's getting to the point where physically I can see something wrong with you, then it's wrong for you. You need to move on. Do your thing, bro. Like Tim said, it ain't what you need. Keep that thing rolling. You feel me?
Tim preached.
Tim's really preached on that one.
Like,
I need to be alone now. I need to be alone.
I'm not what you need.
This love is not no home. You know what I'm saying? Well, why do people like want to use love in so many other ways than what it's actually for? Love is a verb. Am I correct? Mm-hmm. Why do they like to use it as a adjective or more so as a pronoun? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I am love. So you should embrace me because you love me. Or you see where it don't make no sense?
Love evokes action.
Come on.
The Bible said, for God so loved the world.
That he would.
Gave.
His what?
Only. That was sacrificial.
Come on.
If there's no sacrifice, there's no true love. We all have emotions and feelings, but love is actually revealed through action. Real love. I'm talking about godly love.
That agape love that they be talking about.
Yeah, the love of God.
Come on.
But a lot of times we are moved by just feelings and emotions, and we think that's enough, and it's not. It'll never be enough, and that causes problems in relationships, and it's two-sided. Because even with God, He's a God of reciprocity, right? Mm-hmm. So He don't just give, and we don't give unto Him. We have to give ourselves.
Ain't lying. You got reciprocated.
Yes, He is the God of reciprocity, right?
You got reciprocated.
So my motto too, and I've always believed this, and one day I'll come across it. I just think the relationships that are right and that will work is two people coming willing to give what each other needs. Mm-hmm. Like with the intention, I'm coming not to take. I'm coming to give. Yep. But you can't have one doing that without the other. Then it becomes unrequited love. And that leads to nowhere. Mm-hmm. Because one person is left without, and that's going to cause strife, division, dissension. I'm praying. We pray a lot for men and women. Like me and my girls, listen, we go on a fast. I'm not talking about like men we know. We really crying out like, literally coming before God, asking God to heal us all, because we all need healing. But I think it's a mindset thing. And I think, honestly, I'm turning a quick corner, and I want you to talk on this. The church needs to talk about it more.
Yeah.
And go deeper in it.
Yeah.
The church, because that's where most of us gather.
That's where most of us gather.
Some of us, we turn up. Some people might be turning up 6 days a week. Some they gonna show up at that church. Men need to hear and be held accountable. Women need to hear biblically and be held accountable.
Absolutely.
The church needs to talk about relationships more, sex more, about what love is more.
Real situation going on. You know what I'm saying?
Not at a surface level.
Nah, for real.
They need to unpack the scripture and see what God think about it and how he designed it.
You think what they call old fashioned religion is part of the reason why some of these folk nowadays are blinded by what's going on right now? Yes. Because the way I asked you about their situation, we're gonna fall back on that, and I'm gonna speak on this real quick. I ain't got no sympathy for neither one of them. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I ain't got no sympathy for neither one of them. One, because how you was raised is how you make plays. How you was coached is how you make plays. If he was coached on how to deal with women like that, then he would have known better, would have saw something in that would have said, no, I can't bring you in front of my mom. Because I'm sorry, ain't nobody getting brought from my... Last woman got introduced to my mama was my prom date. Play with me. Play with me. I'm 35. Play with me. Okay? As like, oh, this my date, this my old lady, this my... Ain't nobody. Nothing. You understand? And I treat that like with the utmost seriousness and the utmost respect because there needs to be some respect involved with this. Absolutely. You see what I'm saying? If we gonna tell the church to get back to really getting in an in-depth conversation, you need to have some respect for yourself enough to then speak on the stuff that you know you did wrong so that way we can hear these stories so we know not to do that same shit too. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? 1,000. Last time I checked, the preacher was supposed to be in one of the most treacherous, or at least somebody who done been around the block and back.
The preacher or the preacher's wife.
You dig what I'm saying? One of y'all got to be able to tell us some stories. You got
a overpowering, Jezebelic, controlling wife in the church, or the pastor is not a man of integrity.
You see what I'm saying? Right. I need somebody to be a real deal stepper for what our faith is about. Yeah. In order for the rest of the people to understand what's going on. It's hard for somebody to believe in somebody when you're constantly getting pointed at and looked at like, bro, you nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else we can do about that, but except, hey, bro, if we really gonna chin check these when they come to us and say we want to be the one that's gonna speak on it. Because if you is, now I gotta go down the Carfax and stuff on you now, bro. Because before you stand up in front of mine and tell mine what's going on, you better not be wrong with none of your facts now, bro. Because I'm a journalist now. Been that way for a long time. Research. Oh, I'm worse than these. Man, they thought DJ Vlad was a fool. I'm going to be Vlad in reverse. I'm going to get the white folk and lock them up. Lock them up. Because y'all be the one, and we going to keep it a brick. Most of the time, be the one, they be sad to say, some of them be the ones be clouding, you know what I'm saying, smoking mirrors, a lot of stuff. Be it with faith, be it with business, be it with what's going on with the government, what's going on here, just on TV now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's enough is enough. We have accepted, we've all watched us accept so much to where now what we're talking about is a hot topic.
It is.
That is not supposed to be a hot topic.
It shouldn't be.
The church need to get back to speaking on the way the Catholic Church holds no bars, has no filters about Jesus and his whole, you know what I'm saying, time he got spun on. That's the same way I need the Baptist Church, Southern Methodist, Lutheran, Presbyterian, everybody. Speak the truth.
And I wholeheartedly agree with you. I think that a lot of times people, if we're ever going to get to the truth, we have to get to God's why, how God sees it all, and what his expectation is. Yep. Because there's an expectation. The expectation hits the man first. Yep. And that's because man was created first. Man has to take the lead. And I know that this might be a sore spot for some men to hear me as a woman say that, because I even talked to one of my customers who comes in very frequently. He talked about how the lack of submission, right? The lack of a lot of women some women that he've encountered not wanting to be led.
Well, here you got to walk like a man that needs that.
1,000%. And so going into like even just further and continuing what I'm saying is, it's always going to be a back and forth until a man gets in position with God And I'm talking about surrenders his full-on heart to God. And then that just by even surrendering his heart to God, the woman that is made for him by default will submit. Because and that submission means having a prayer life. When is the last time are we talking to men about having a consistent prayer life, having a community of positive men to talk to cry with, to pray with, to take the lead in these spaces, right? To bring their woman to the and say, hey, babe, let me hold your hand. Listen, I know you're upset about this, but we're not doing this today. We're finna go to the Lord in prayer instead of fighting with her. That's true leadership. Leadership isn't just paying for stuff or saying I'm the man, you just need to respect me in my own right. It is being the example. The Bible says that God is the bridegroom and his church is the bride. He takes ownership of his bride through sacrifice, love, and correction.
Facts.
But it starts with love. So if we're ever going to stop the infighting, even now when you come like that, then the correction can come for the women. We do need correction. We do need submission. We do need to respect our men, and we need to love our men well. But it's always going to be this person or that person. If we want to fix it, we have to get back to what was God's design. And if everybody can ask that, not just, oh, man is supposed to be the head. What does that really mean? Because
for real.
We have to start becoming inquisitive of God. Sit with God and beyond our own understanding and begin to implore the Holy Spirit and say, let me not read this so I can attack him or her. Let me read this so I can see who am I supposed to be as a wife. God, what do you expect? What did you mean when you created husband? What did you see? Why didn't you just leave Adam alone? Because Adam had you and he had money. He had authority. He had dominion. He had the whole entire, God gave him
the
governance.
whole world in the palm of his hand.
Governance. So
and
God,
really
God was like,
there, bro.
He didn't accord right. But God said, no, you need something.
Yeah.
You need.
Now won't.
Need.
Now won't.
And put the man asleep, which means surrender.
Nope.
That's symbolic. Adam didn't wake up and just say, I'm choosing this one. His surrender in God brought forth what he needed. So it starts with man getting in position and order with God. And then the order for women will then follow. This is a spiritual principle. Many people can't understand this in the natural. Let me know when but many people can't understand this idea in the natural because it seems like coming from a woman, you're being biased. I'm not. I'm telling you what I know, what has been revealed through scripture. It is by default in the spiritual realm when a man submits his soul, his ways, his thoughts, his time, his money, his heart to God fully. Right. By default, his woman, God will bring her forth. And it's going to be in alignment. It's going to work. But without that, there's going to be constant division and chaos. And now there's many women who are women of destruction. Mm-hmm. Women who are takers, women who are users, women who are abusers, women who are manipulators. That's not the woman for the man of God.
No, it's on, right? And it's on both sides though.
Yeah.
So to me, it sounds like if I were to break this down to somebody in a more simplistic way, and for me, it's gonna be through sports. So let's take it to, say, a basketball standpoint here. We got a team here. Two of the best players on the floor. Man, woman. Dig what I'm saying? What has to happen between said player and said player is understanding that the game needs to come to us. We can't go to the game. You know what I'm saying? In order to get to the game, you didn't have to invest in the team's program. That's God's program. So if we can invest into the program, then that's how the franchise begins to grab other pieces, other parts. Because the GM is going to sit up here and say, okay, Mike, Scotty, now I can get you a cool coach. I can get you a Horace Grant. I can get you a Boris Cartwright. I can get you a Dennis, what's the name? I can get you a Steve Kerr now. All of that is your blessings. Mm-hmm. The house, this, our business. For whatever reason, I'm finding it now that people are finding it hard to want to like go through the struggle with that other person. Mm-hmm. But you see how Mike ended up having to go through that struggle with Scotty and them boys to then get 6. Yeah. How Kobe and Shaq had the class together and ended up running up 3. How LeBron had to leave Cleveland, go over here, find out the grass might have been a little greener for a little while, but ain't nothing better than home though. Come back, run up the score real quick. And you see what I'm saying? Like, once everybody gets on the game plan, I feel like it's a championship run that's on the way.
Yeah.
And then that's when these come.
On God's program.
You see what I'm saying?
1,000%.
Long as we on that program right there, the game gonna come to us.
Yeah.
I've been on his program for a long time, and the game been coming to me every day. I'm not running to the game. I don't get these by running to the game.
Yeah.
When the game came to me, I already understood what it was because I was invested into the program.
You were trained for it.
You see what I'm saying?
For it.
Thank you. We trained for it. We worked out for it. We watched the film. We listened to what was on the radio for it. We tapped in when it was on TV.
And you wanted it.
And you wanted it. You see what I'm saying?
A lot of people don't want it.
They don't want it.
And that's the thing.
They don't want it.
And this is where I just had to mention that part. It worked for you, one, because it was God's will, but you also participated in your desire, and then you also participated in your action. A lot of people don't want it. And if the one thing that I learned, and this was by trial and error, when somebody don't want something, it doesn't matter how good it can be, it just won't work. That just means that it doesn't mean that the principle of marriage is wrong or your desire is wrong. It just means you can't change what someone doesn't want. Now, it's people that I'm pretty sure you play with or that you've, experienced life with who had those opportunities to be on this program, to do the same thing, but they wasn't willing to put the work in because they didn't really want it the way you did. No. So that's where alignment comes in. You can't be in relationship with someone who doesn't want what you want.
That's facts.
That has to be established first.
Y'all better get invested, man. Y'all better get invested, man.
And then you can do the work. Once you decide this is what we want.
Keep it on. We in the building. HallaAtHussel. What up, though, man? We back at it again, man. We done had us a time today, family.
We did.
What you think?
I really do.
Terry McDaniel, you know what I'm saying? My kinfolk here, owner, you know what I'm saying, and CEO of Parfums. Hold on. Parfum Du Ceil.
I got it right. You got it.
Come on now.
I heard Come on accent. Now. I had French.
Boy, I had to add that Parfum Du Ceil. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't want none of that country shit coming out at all. I'm about to Parfum Du Ceil. I'm about to say Du Cecil like him. Look. I gotta play a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? But look though, you done got a couple gifts for a few of the homies up here, man. I see you done got something for Cat Daddy. I see. You know what I'm saying? A couple of the morning show homies is up here. You know what I'm talking about? Now, what's off in these bags?
So what you have are some perfumes called extraits. So when you go to the store, you'll see like some perfumes are eau de toilette, eau de parfum, eau de extrait. I
always wondered that. Well, what is eau de toilette?
So it's
from the toilet.
It's one of the lower concentrated perfume, so it's not going to last as long. And then one of the highest concentrated is the extrait, so the extrait de parfum. So what you have in these bags are magnetism, as we kind of mentioned. That's our top men seller.
Yeah,
the one you
buddy.
Pick.
Yeah, buddy.
And it lives up to his name, right?
Tism.
Magnetism. It's
for real.
Magnet. It's going to draw.
Wearing that tonight, you understand?
You wearing that tonight.
Wearing that tonight.
And then we got some Vanille Sauvage. It's like a vanilla-based men's masculine-leaning fragrance.
That was the second one you let me try. That I like that one too. That was pretty smooth.
Yes. And then we've got Wifey Type, which is a vanilla cream, pear, a tad bit of musk, some orange blossom, a little bit of jasmine, coffee note. It's a warm vanilla fragrance. It's not like vanilla kitty. It's not like a cake, but it's so good. And all the women love it. And then you want to know something? In the fragrance community, a lot of the men are leaning towards it and they buy it. Can we talk about that real quick?
Talk to me.
Because I know you,
talk to me.
You super alpha, super masculine, right? In the fragrance community, first of all, like, here in the West, we've coined this term, cologne and perfume. But in other countries, fragrance is genderless. Like you
really?
Yes. You could, because even if you look in like some of the fragrances you have at home, if you were to look up the notes and see what's in there, you're gonna see florals, you're gonna see sweets. It's just about the blend and the balance of it.
Wow.
Yes. And so it's but now I love how many, of our fragrance reviewers, influencers, and people in the industry are just wearing what you want to wear. And the crazy thing is, when men wear some femininity, not super sweet perfumes, right? It is attractive to women because it smells good, and it's all about your body chemistry and your pH. So when you could spray a perfume that might be warmer, it might be more feminine, it might have that vanillic in there, it might have some, sweet florals. But on your skin as a man, depending on your pH, it could be something that is so beast mode, so good, and not like, oh man, he wearing a woman's perfume.
Damn. So you mean to tell me it could be an old nigga running right here right now with some white diamond on, and we not even know it?
Why? You are unhinged.
I just thought I'd add real quick. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, and for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying, I'd just be in the office one day and walk past and, you know, ain't no Irish Spring. What is that? Yeah, what grandma used to wear, bro. Look, you telling me something new, because I always was fascinated by the definitions of, like, you look on a cologne bottle, you know what I'm saying, a perfume bottle. You telling me something today that I didn't even know. I think the people didn't know this either. Perfume is universal.
It is.
And
fragrance is genderless. And in men's colognes, there are notes like vanilla and florals and fruits. And
I can smell that, you know what I'm saying? Because I like more of the springtime smells, you know what I'm saying? Something that's like an energized smell, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always moving. So that's
citrus.
You know?
Something you like something with like citrus on top.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have in fragrances might be comprised of multiple notes. And what I mean by that is, like, you might have a mango note, a pear note, a almond note, a vanilla, a oud, a wood note, a cinnamon note, patchouli, vetiver. So all fragrances are comprised of multiple notes, right, that come together,
right,
depending on how they're blended and the quality of materials. And so, like, something that's, when I think of energizer fragrance or something to get you kind of your day going, I think of something with a burst of citrus on the top. It doesn't have to be like smelling like an orange or a lemon.
Yeah, like, I ain't trying to no lemon joy, no pledge or nothing.
You're referring to something like clean. So one of my top clean scents, I'm kicking myself I didn't bring it today for you, but it's called Rain Theory.
Rain Theory. Mm-hmm. I like how that sounds. What's that made from?
Rain Theory is a very beautifully done fragrance, not just because I made it. It's for the people who like to smell fresh and clean, but a bit more elevated than just soap, right? Okay. So you get you get those clean accords, you get those aquatic accords, you get so many different notes, and at the base you do have a hint of wood. So people that come in there, they love, anybody who likes a clean fragrance, Rain Theory is the one to go. So if you come to the store or order online. Okay, now I'm just about to get to that. I was just about to get to that now. You know what I'm saying? We can order anywhere now online. We ship to all states across the country. That's a bit. Yep. So you can go to www.parfumduceil.com and submit your order online. You can even start with a 10 ml. Because our bottles are the bigger bottles. Like, we have a bottle here today. Can I take it out? Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was waiting for. Okay. It's the moment right here. Yeah. Because I seen this right here. So. You had a young man come by there that's a son of a friend of mine. And I seen little bro with one of these, and I was like, dog, that is fire for a young man's 18th birthday. You know what I'm saying? Because bro needed to start off with something, you know what I'm saying, just get him right. You know what I'm saying, get the ladies, you know what I'm saying, checking them out and everything. So, Vanille Sauvage. Vanille Sauvage. I said vanilla like a... You want to spray it real quick? Go ahead. That's the vanilla one. It's the one? Yep. Spray it for me. Uh-huh. Smell it. That's smooth right there. That's smooth right there. This is the one with the wood. So it has some wood in there. Okay, so it's better than mahogany teak wood, you know what I'm saying, at the Bath and Body Works. Oh, yeah. No. Way better. And it's going to last you all day. Oh. On your clothes, 2 to 3 days. Oh, damn. We have people, yes, this is a real, it's official. Fine fragrances. Boy, I say. Parfum Du Ceil. Boy, I say, I'm glad I'm single. I'm glad I'm single, boy. I say. I smell it. It's like, it's so intoxicating. No, for real. This is fire. For real. Yeah, you can go outside with this, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna in slow mo, you know what I'm talking about? Their little hair gonna swing in the wind, gonna turn back at me. Yeah. I need that. It's real. I need that one. I need that one. Yeah. I need that one. And you talked about your friend's son. I remember him coming in because we had the conversation on it. Man, it's such a small world. He came in to make perfume. So at the store, like we mentioned, that's fire. You can come and develop your own fine fragrance, not
Okay.
something that is a body spray, not a DIY. This
Yeah, not
ain't
no
like
axe
for
or
play
nothing.
play.
Mhm.
No, this is for real. This is the unofficial, official way to develop perfume. You get to smell through all of these individual notes. You can smell something grassy, woody, spicy, smoky. I mean, over 50 notes, and you get to narrow them down. That young man came, and he was a fragrance guru. He came, his mom even talked to me. The whole point of why she wanted to do it is because he loves fragrances. He knows a lot of the niche houses. He has a lot of knowledge. And so him being able to do it for the first time, man, he created a beast mode fragrance.
That's fire.
Yes.
That's fire. So it sounds like you might have yourself another scientist in the making there.
Man, listen, I told his mom that he on a trajectory to do, I forgot what it was because we've seen a lot of people, but hey, if you ever need, listen, you can come and double back. So what's beautiful about the class is you get this exact bottle, but you get to custom name it. So
That's what's up.
We didn't have some guys come in and do it, and they've named their fragrance Panty Dropper, i.e. my brother. I had 2 men to do that. But you, they made
Which one?
Jay.
Boy. Man, say, Black, you a fool, boy. You a fool, boy. But I ain't mad at him no more, boy. And my dog getting back right, you know what I'm saying? I see my boy get, hey, come on, fam. Come on, fam. Come on now. We got to get right, man. You know what I'm saying? This year's the money year, you understand? And it's going to be one hell of a year. You get you, you know what I'm saying, locked in with this class, man. Tell y'all right now, boy, hey, seeing something like this, you know what I'm saying, especially for some youngsters right now, that it's a lot of them that have, I guess you say, like, you know, the lack thereof with some male influence. So something like this, and let's just say their mama is the one who is the influence in the house. This is something that is so much of a, how you say, great family time moment, you would say, for real though.
It is. And we get, it's crazy because we get a wide array of men who come in, even just alone, because it's kind of competitive. We had this guy come in. He goes to a cigar lounge. He literally came in solely to flex on all his cigar homeboys. He wanted to wear something. He wanted to be like the best smelling one and be able to say that you can't get this nowhere. Because whatever you make, we do not remake. We have an integrity statement. We keep it your perfume recipe on file. You're the one developing it. You can come back and reorder it just for you. So we get a lot of men who are competitive and they want to outsmell they homeboy, they partner. They want to get the ladies interested. They come in a lot to make something that's fire, and nobody has it.
How many days do you do this class?
I do it every day. So our store is open Wednesday through Sunday. So Wednesdays and Thursdays, 12 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
Friday and Saturday, 12 to 9 p.m. And then Sundays, 12 to 6 p.m. So you could do a walk-in, or you can reserve online at www.parfumsduceil.com. And all of the classes, when you sit at the bar, comes with wine or champagne.
Come on now. You can get that boy pulled up. Nah, that boy ain't get pulled up, man. There's nothing. Team drinking is very bad. And no, he ain't had no fake ID though. Family, it's been a
21
great,
and up.
You know what I'm saying? 21 and up.
Yes.
Get it right, man. Now, we had a few more over here. We going down the line of these, man. So we got the vanilla.
We talked about magnetism.
Yeah, the tism. You know what I'm saying? It's the magnetism right here.
So then there's one called, we'll talk about one, because I really want the people who looking for something that's unique, that lasts you, that you don't have to keep spraying, come to the store and just put your nose on some stuff.
Yeah.
You do not have to, listen, we give out samples. We let you try it out. And I'm telling you, you're going to be back because it's fire. Let me talk about just one more of these. It's the I Don't Need You, I Want You. It's called I Don't Need You, I Want You. You didn't smell that.
I don't need you, I want you. What in the blue face, baby, is going on here?
Not blue. Wow. I think that's the most appropriate one.
You know what I'm talking about?
Face.
Blue face.
Come talk to me. This your fragrance. I don't need you, I want you. Mr. I don't need you, I want you.
That boy need prayer. What he need.
What? Come on now.
Look, that boy need prayer.
Big time.
That what he need.
For sure. This is a unisex.
Oh, so that's what you was talking about when it's, oh, damn. Damn, I don't need you, I want you. Okay, tell me something then, man. You know what I'm saying? That one right there that's part of the back, you know, for real right there. No, for real. That's citrus that I smell.
Watch it as it dries down.
Oh, now we get to the lady smell. Okay, now. Now that was like
Ambery, powdered sugar.
Yeah.
Even though it's powdered sugar, it doesn't give off like
hella sweet.
yeah.
I don't sense that.
That's why
It's
a
more
lot
of a
of
common
men
smell.
A lot of men buy this. Like a lot
Really?
of yeah, they said they claiming that. Like I have, if you go on our page, we got a couple fragrance reviewers, great men, masculine, alphas. They like, oh, we claiming that. You can't just say that's for the ladies.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. You know what I'm saying? That one right there, I might have to grab that one too, man. I need y'all to really, really tap in, man. Black business is nothing but the best business as long as they make sure that your business gets more business. Parfum Du Ceil, right there next door to the, I'm about to say Cheesecake Factory, Lord Jesus, the Peach Cobbler Factory. You dig what I'm saying?
In Deep Ellum.
Right in Deep Ellum, bro. I'm talking about on the smooth side of Deep Ellum. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You go past the nines, a little bit further down, hold it down. Promise you. They kicking it all day long. You know what I'm saying? Tara, I love you, fam.
I love you too, Kinfolk.
It has definitely been a time today.
Same.
I want to thank you for pulling up and just giving your love and your light, you know what I'm saying? And just always just being so honest with us, bro. You know what I'm saying? Tell everybody where they can follow you at real quick.
Yeah.
And just any last little words, bro.
We're on Instagram at Parfums Du Ceil, on TikTok at Parfums Du Ceil, Facebook, Parfums Du Ceil Dallas, and you can find us on www.parfumsduceil.com. We are at 267 South Hall Street, Suite 120, as you said, right next to Peach Cobbler Factory on the safe side of Deep Ellum.
On the safe side, man. Make sure you stay on the safe side of your love, your faith, and your life, man. And please, stop by on the south side of Hall Street, man. I need y'all to really, really get down with this, because that tism
That magnetism.
ain't nothing to play with, man. For real. From my family to yours, man. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next time.
God bless.
Peace.
Thank you.